Sri Vinay Viswam.
Sir, gallery.
Yeah. You have 3 more minutes, please.
Sir, you will get 5 minutes more.
Already you lost half a minute, please. Very shrewd man.
Thank you, sir.
Very shrewd. I'm not joking. Vinay, please.
Sir,
Naam mein Vinay bhi hai.
Sir, good friends are making lovely comments. I cannot respond to it now.
No comments, please. Positive. Positive.
Sir, in his address, the President was so eloquent to explain the measures that the government have taken to help the poor during the COVID days. But I would just like to remind the government the happenings in the country during those days. Only one example, the railway track in Aurangabad, the poor migrant laborers, how they were killed and hit by a train, known to everybody. It speaks a lot about the plight of the poor, and the government has no excuse to tell them that their interests and their concerns are taken care of. It is not true at all. Sir, the Honorable Finance Minister named the COVID and the crisis in the economy as an act of God. Sir, how can it be an act of God, sir? Of course, in the lockdown days, the country as a whole faced a lot of difficulties. That is true. But the economy was tumbling down even before the COVID and the lockdown. So just to cite one example. Sir, in 2018 March, the economy falling down was to the level of 3.1% in March 2020. In 2018 March, it was 8.2%. From 8.2% in March 2018 to 3.1% in the beginning of the lockdown says that under the BJP government, the economy was in shambles. Don't try to put that blame on God, sir. Sir, let me tell this house, I am a non-believer, but I believe in the true believers of all religions. So I am sure that God is not so cruel. God cannot be so cruel. So don't put the blame on the God. God was not the culprit. The culprit was the government's policies. So instead of seeking reasons for the failure, the government was trying to tell the people it all happened because of the goats, which is not a good thing, sir. Sir, one more thing. Sir, private financial consumption expenditure was 5.1% in 2019-20. It collapsed to 2.7% in 2020 March. That was the Indian situation, sir. And this figure was the lowest since 2012. Sir, 20 lakhs of rupees were earmarked for the packages by the finance minister. In actual terms, that money did not reach the people or the country. In fact, it was a gimmick with figures. Only 2 lakh crores were there at the maximum. And the government is preaching everywhere that we spend lakhs and lakhs for the poor to fight their interests, to save their interests, which cannot be understood and accepted. Sir, the government should be very keen to understand the real issues of the youth of this country. The gravest issue is unemployment, sir. And I don't want to go to the figures. It is so grave. And I request the government to think of ensuring a progressive National Employment Guarantee Act in the Manrega model to help the youth in the urban places and the rural places also, and to see that, like Mahatma Gandhi's employment scheme. There should be a Bhagat Singh employment scheme also
No.
in effect to address the issues of the gravest concerns of the youth, which is unemployment mainly. Sir, during the COVID days, the corporates' profits rose up to the level of 35%, says the studies. And if we take the income of 100 billionaires,
Vinay Viswam, please.
One sec- one- sir,
No,
one
you
more-
have been given more time than what was allocated.
one more minute, sir, 1 minute.
Please conclude.
Sir, finish, okay, sir. Sir, 100 billionaires' money was enough to give 138 million of the poorest of the poor a sum of rupees 94,045 rupees.
Thank you.
But the government is not keen for that. Sir, I once again tell you that I cannot support this motion.
Right, thank you. Thank you. You have got every right.